to the Mustangs. Serves up and over by Emma Hendrickson. Natalie Hendrickson to Emma Hendrickson to Landris with a spike. 4 hits by the Mustangs, though, so the point will go to the Ponies. This is Bo to serve. Bo serve is up and over. Pollen to Hendrickson. Over to Halverson with a tap over. Wins, setting up Strobe to spike, but goes into the net. Point will go to the Mustangs. New substitution in. Frizzle subbing in for Mornville, who had subbed in for Hendrickson just before. Halverson to serve. The serve is up and over. Peterson setting up Strobe. Hits it into the pole, so the point will go to the Mustangs. Current score 19-20 in favor of the Ponies. Halverson to serve once again for the Mustangs. The serve is up and over. Bo over to Wins, over to Marcus with a hit into the net. Mustangs are coming back, tied the game up, 20 up. Timeout called by the Ponies, current score 20-20. We'll be right back after this short break.
And Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
And we are back for the third set of this volleyball game. Current score is 20-20. If you're just joining us, the first set was won by the Mustangs. The second set was won by the Ponies. That is Marcus over to Strobe with a spike over. But hitting it a little too far. So that out of bounds point will go to the Mustangs. Halverson is up to serve. Serve is up and over by Halverson. Well, not over, it's up and into the net. Linder's up to serve. The serve is up and over. Shervestead trying to set up Pollen, but Pollen was expecting somebody else to go for it, so the point will go to the Ponies. Will be Linder to serve. Serves up and over. Frizzle diving on the floor to save it. And a little miscommunication by the Pony players. Sent it onto the ground, so point will go to Mustangs. Landris serves up and over. Linder over to Wins. Over to Peterson was able to save it, and Landris' bump went into rafters, came down, almost hit a fan. So it will be Pony's ball is Wentz to serve, is up and over. Halverson to Pollen, setting it over, blocked by Frizzle. That block throwing off the Ponies just enough to score a point for the Mustangs. Great block by Frizzle. Current score 23-23. The third set of this volleyball game. Pollen to serve, it is up and over. Wentz over to Wins, over to Marcus with a spike, blocked by Hendrickson and Frizzle. Pollen to Hendrickson, over to Shervestead, tapping it over. That's Marcus tapping it back over. Pollen setting up, service that way ahead. And it just where Wentz thought it was going to stay in, tapping it out of bounds. Point will go to the Mustangs. Set point for the Mustangs, and it'll be Pollen to serve. Pollen serves up and over. Bow to Winge. Over to Peterson, who sets it over. Service that was spiked. Hey, that out of reach for any Pony players, giving the point to the Mustangs and the set. Current set score is Mustangs 2, Ponies 1. I will be right back after this short break.
Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts, your go-to destination for convenience and support. Life can be hectic, but with Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Boston, we're here to make it easier for you. Need a prescription refill? No problem. Use our Nord's Pharmacy app or call our refill line 24/7. It's that simple. And guess what? Once your prescription is ready, you'll receive a handy text alert. Quick and convenient. Are you managing multiple medications? We've got you covered. Our free med synchronization program helps you line them up so you only need to make one stop. Visit Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in downtown Boston, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy ready to serve you.
It has never been easier to advertise your business on GVTV. Local TV advertising is a great way to get the most out of your advertising dollars by targeting the right audience at the right time. R&J Broadcasting and Garden Valley Technologies have partnered to make TV advertising an affordable option for local businesses. If you're interested in getting a fresh, new commercial promoting your business on GVT's local and network channels, call today and ask for ad sales or visit the website and submit a request.
Oakley Lumber Incorporated has been in business since 1946. Get the right building materials at an affordable price. Choose high-quality, affordable paints, windows, lumber, and other building materials at Oakley Lumber Incorporated. Our experts will help you choose the perfect window and window treatment for your building. We'll also help you choose a custom color for the interior or exterior of your home or business. Call Oakley Lumber Incorporated today for a free quick estimate.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Hey quilters, need a place to stock up on supplies? Oakley Quilting Supply has got you covered. We offer a variety of batting options including widebacks, plus a large selection of fabric. You can find us at 205 Main Street in Oakley or shop online at oakleyquiltinginc.com. Visit us on Facebook at Oakley Quilting Supply. No matter where you are, we ship anywhere. And when you visit our shop, you'll be greeted by a friendly atmosphere and expert advice. Get everything you need for your next project at Oakley Quilting Supply.
And we are back for the fourth set of this varsity volleyball game here located in the Oakley High School Gymnasium. If you're just joining us, the Mustangs won the first and third set while the Ponies won the second. That's Winge over to Marcus, spiking it over. Spiking it inbounds. Point goes to the Ponies. Ponies fans are loud and proud of their team. And it'll be Winge to serve once again. Winge's serve is up and over. Morinville bumping it over and blocked by Marcus. Send it back into Mustang territory, gaining the point for the Ponies. Current score 2-0. Winge up to serve once again. The serve is up and over. Natalie Hendrickson to Paulin, setting up Shervestead to spike it over. A little miscommunication, sending it into the rafters, but they're able to save it. Hendrickson over to Paulin, over to Halverson spiking it. And a little miscommunication by the Ponies, resulting in a point for the Mustangs. Shervestead serves up and into the net, gaining a point for the Ponies. The serve is up and over by Marcus. Shervestead to Hendrickson to Halverson with a spike, getting blocked by Strobe, getting a point for the Ponies. It'll be Marcus to serve once again. Serves up and over. Hendrickson setting it to Landris, who tried tapping it over. Back to Hendrickson, who hits it over. And they hit it out of reach, causing Peterson to trip backwards. The point will go to the Mustangs. Emma Hendrickson serves up and over. Halverson setting up Paulin, who sets up Halverson with a spike. Halverson tapping it back over. Strobe had went into the net. Point goes to the Mustangs. It'll be Emma Hendrickson the serve. Serves up and over for the Mustangs. Marcus over to Winge. Over to Bow. Bumping it over. Paulin. Over to Hendrickson. Over to Landris. Setting it out of way. Bow with a spike. Saved by Hendrickson. Sending it back over. Marcus. Over to Winge. Over to Linder. Mornville. Over to Paulin. Hitting it over. Strobe's spike is up and far back. So an out of bounds point goes to the Mustangs. Current score is 4-4. Serve will be for the Mustangs. Emma Hendrickson serves up and over. Strobe to Marcus. Strobe's spike once again is up and a little too far. New substitution in. That is Wenz in for Strobe. Marcus over to Winge. Over to Bow, who hits it into the net. Point goes to the Mustangs. Emma Hendrickson up to serve. The serve's up and over. Wentz with the spike. Set up by Shervestead. Over to Landris. Tried to spike it, but goes into the net. Point goes to the Ponies. It'll be Bow to serve. Bow serves up and over. Morinville bumping it over. Bumping it perfectly where Peterson cannot block it or spike it back over. Instead, spiking it into the net. Point will go to the Mustangs. It'll be Halverson to serve. Halverson serves up and over. Marcus's bump goes up and out of bounds. Will go to the Mustangs. Halverson serves up and over. Wentz to Peterson with a mean spike, but sending it out of bounds. Will go to the Mustangs once again. Halverson up to serve for the Mustangs. Serve is up and over. That's Marcus. Over to, I believe that was Wins. Over. And service that spike a little too far. Out of bounds. Point will go to the Ponies. Current score is 9-6 in favor of the Mustangs. Linder's serve is up and over. Frizzle to Pollen. Over to Hendrickson. That's Linder. Over to with Peterson. Sending it over. Landris tapping it over. Marcus over to Wentz for a spike into the net. Gaining the point for the Mustangs. It will be Landris to serve. Landris' serve is up and over. Bow. Over to Winch, who sets it over. Service that spike is set up by Frizzle with a spike out of bounds. Point will go to the Ponies. New substitution in Natalie Hendrickson in for Kiana Landris. It'll be Wentz to serve. Wentz's serve is up and over. Oh, miscommunication by two Mustang players, giving the point to the Ponies. It'll be Wentz to serve once again for the Ponies. Wentz's serve is up and over. Natalie Hendrickson to Pollen. Over to Frizzle with a spike. Deflected by, I believe that was Peterson. And Wynn set up Pierce for a bump over. Shervison with a spike. Getting blocked into the net though by Winge, giving the point to the Mustangs. Pollen up the serve. The serve is up and over. Wenz over to Bo, yeah, who bumps it over. Shervison with a spike just in range, or just in bounds, getting the point for the Mustangs. It'll be Pollen to serve. Pollen serve is up and over. That's Pierce. Over to Winge. Over to Marcus. Pollen. Over to Shervison, who just tried tapping it over, but accidentally tapped it out of bounds. Point will go to the Ponies. Serve is up and over by Peterson. Halverson tries to get it to Pollen to tap over, but can't quite get it to her. So the point will go to the Ponies once again. Serve is up and over for Peterson once again. That's Emma Hendrickson to Pollen. Send out Frizzle for a spike. Blocked by, I believe that was Marcus, but the ball went over her hand, getting the point for the Mustangs. And it'll be Frizzle up to serve. The serve's up and over. Wentz over to Winge, over to Bo, who hits it into the net, gaining a point for the Mustangs once again. Current score 14-10 in favor of the Mustangs. Frizzle's serve is up and into the net, gaining a point for the Ponies. New substitution in is Mornville in for Frizzle. And Linder in for Pierce. It'll be Wins to serve for the Ponies. Winge's serve is up and over. Hendrickson setting up Shervison with a spike. And Peterson sent it right back their way, and Pollen is unable to bump it over the net again, so it's sent out of bounds. Point goes to the Ponies. It'll be Winch to serve once again. The serve's up and over. Halverson over to Pollen, over to Shervstead, tapping it over to Wins. Wins sets it up for Marcus to spike it over. Halverson with a spike, just out of reach for any Ponies players to reach. Point will go to the Mustangs. It'll be Shervstead to serve. Shervstead serve is up and over. That was Peterson. Setting up Wentz to spike it over. Pollen setting up Halverson to just set it over. Marcus tapping it over. Pollen over to Hendrickson. Pollen setting up Landris for a spike. Blocked, but went back towards the Pony side. Shervstead to Pollen. Over to Landris with a tap over. Blocked. Saved. Saved by the Mustang players. Point goes to the Ponies. Well, that was a double hit. Serve is up and over by Marcus. Shervstead to Hendrickson, over to Landris, setting it over. Marcus setting up Wins, who sets it up to Lindner, who spikes it into the net, gain a point for the Mustangs. Emma Hendrickson serves up and into the net, gain a point for the Ponies. Bo's serve is up and over. Shervstead to Hendrickson, over the line just with a spike. Using too much power, sending it out of bounds. Point will go to the Ponies. Current score 16-15 in favor of the Mustangs. Serve is up and over by Bo. And Halverson trying to bump it back over the net, was unable to. Point goes to the Ponies. Ponies have tied the score up in the fourth set of this game. It'll be Bo to serve. The serve is up and over. Pollen bumping it out of bounds. Point will go to the Ponies once again. Ponies taking the lead this time. Bo up to serve. And the player, Marcus, just stomped on a bug that was on the court. Crowd cheering for Marcus. And it'll be a Bo to serve for the Ponies. Bo serves up and over. Hendrickson to Shervstead, to Landris with a set over. Halverson setting up Landris, setting it over. Marcus, over to Wins, over to Linder, blocked by Landris. Point will go to the Mustangs. New substitution in, Landris in for Mourneville. Or Frizzle in for Mourneville, my bad. Halverson up to serve. The serve is up and over. Marcus over to Strobe, who hits it out of bounds. Once again, point will go to the Mustangs. It'll be Halverson to serve. Halverson serve is up and over. Marcus over to Wins. Over to Bo, tapping it into the net. Point will go to the Mustangs. Halverson up to serve. The serve is up and over. Marcus to Wins. Over to Strobe, who taps it over. Frizzle to set it over. Sets it a little too far out of bounds. It'll be Linder to serve. Serves up and over. Hendrickson getting to Frizzle to try and set it over, but is unable to. Timeout called by the Mustangs. Current score is 19-19. I will be right back after this short break.
Ready to level up your family fun? At the Fun Zone Arcade inside Pizza Ranch, Thief River Falls, you'll find the most exciting games and the sweetest prizes around. Win big, laugh loud, and make memories. Then fuel up at our legendary buffet with hot, fresh pizza and the country's best chicken. The Fun Zone Arcade at Pizza Ranch in Thief River Falls. Food, fun, family time, all in one place.
And we are back for the fourth set of this volleyball game. If you're just joining us, the first set went to the Mustangs, second set went to the Ponies, and the third set went to the Mustangs. As you saw, the serve by, I believe, Linder went too far, went out of bounds. Point will go to the Mustangs. Landra's serve is up and out of reach for for where Bo, when she dove for it, she hit it out of bounds. Point will go to the Mustangs. Current score 21-19. Landris up to serve, it is up and over. Pierce to Wins, setting up Peterson, who is spiked, saved by Landris, who bumps it inbounds, getting the point for the Mustangs. Getting the team hype. Landris' serve is up and over. That's Marcus. Over to Winch, who sets it over. Server step with a spike block. Blocked out of bounds by, I believe, Wins. New substitution. Wentz is out for, or Wentz is in for Strobe. It'll be Landris up to serve once again. Landris' serve is up and out of bounds. Point will go to the Ponies. Landris was on a roll there for a minute. Now it will be Wentz to serve. Wentz's serve is up and over. Halverson to Pollen. For Frizzle to tap it over. Marcus. Pollen over to Shervestead, tapping it over. Out of reach for any Pony players to get there. Point goes to the Mustangs. This set point for the fourth set. It'll be Pollen to serve. Pollen serves up and over. Wentz over to Wins, over to Marcus, who hits it into the net, giving the point to the Mustangs and the W. Mustangs win the fourth set 25-20, giving them their third set win of the night, giving the varsity the win. Other news for Red Lake County Central, the boys varsity football team plays tomorrow against Monoman. It'll be a good game. Next Monday at home, our girls varsity volleyball team plays against Bagley. It's our homecoming and senior night that night. And then that Tuesday after Monday is against Clearbrook. And it's a busy schedule from here on out. I've been Bronco Bergeson, and have a good night.
At Cenex, we're more than your gas station. We're your neighbor. We've got soup when you're under the weather, and treats when you're over the moon. We've got fuel when you've got places to go. And most of all, we've got a big heart when it comes to supporting this community, because it's our community too.
Best of luck to all the area sports teams from the Brooks, Oakley, McIntosh, and Red Lake Falls Cenex stores.
We have a great responsibility to deliver great power. Power that's reliable, affordable, adaptable. Power from coal, wind, hydro. Power that's here right now and that's ready for tomorrow. Sustainable power from renewables and carbon capture. With great versatility comes great power. We're all in on all of the above energy.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
The Winnie Mac Travel Center is a truck stop and convenience store located at the intersection of Highway 2 and 59, just outside of Erskine, Minnesota. We have 6 gas pumps to fuel from and 8 pumps available for diesel. The Winnie Mac Travel Center offers different items in our kitchen. We also have a touchless car wash located on the south side of the station. The Winnie Mac Travel Center located at the intersection of Highway 2 and 59.
Hi, this is Wyatt Vedelson from Security State Bank in Oakley. Are you in the market for buying a new home or doing home improvements? Security State Bank of Oakley is here to make your home purchase a great experience. You will get the same professional